NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got the two teams who met in Super Bowl 22. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders on EA Sports.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on 10 between the... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the 6. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Fighting to stay upright. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game. just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Working from the gun, Wentz, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wilson. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Commanders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a give up the middle, the wing. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Oh, good move. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll sit. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at the 34. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 33 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Slide for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunate for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Eluding the pressure right. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again is Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kick. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. On first down, Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a third and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So a victory here for the Commanders. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I...
Look,